She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's another episode of 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction, sis, and it is the 4th of July. We are out at the pool enjoying our day. It is your host, your favorite dating coach, China T, and today we're going to talk about something that's very heavy but very necessary, okay? We've all heard that saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me. Woo, baby. That was a bold-faced lie. Words sliced us in half, and a lot of us held on to that. So we gotta deal with that today and affirm that so that we no longer think the way of others, and again, those opinions of others no longer take residence in our life. So before we unpack all of that, let's handle our general housekeeping rules really quick. Make sure you get your copy of 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction. You're going to need it for today's journal prompt, previous journal prompts, future journal prompts, and all the activities, okay? Now, while you're there, you're going to also grab a copy of your Never Date Just One, sis. That is going to be your roster dating Bible, because after we heal these issues that have been holding us back and living in our trauma, we stepping back on the correct side of things with standards, strategy, and no longer with confusion. Don't forget to grab Player Position, sis, where you'll learn how Shantae turned her heartbreak into healing and let their roster do the work for her and in her favor. And sis, we are not gonna skip over our dating healing guide. We got our 31 days internal to heal us, but we still need to heal our toxic dating habits. Sis, you're toxic. I wouldn't date you either. That's gonna be up for pre-order officially today, and it's gonna be dropping July 25th. So get ready to head over to Amazon and get your pre-orders and get that book. And you can also order your hard copy paperbacks. That's the cleanse that we need for our dating habits, and that's gonna make us take accountability. And if you've been through some real life heartbreaks, divorces, breakups, things that shook your confidence, then y'all about to jump into the Divorce Not Desperate series. Book 1 drops on my birthday, August 8th, and the 3-book thing is already on Amazon right now, Divorce Not Desperate. You can go over to Amazon and pre-order and get all of your books right now. Now listen. The books are not available on KDP or Kindle Unlimited, not right now, because I know that people who have that take advantage of that. They will grab a book and they will let it sit, and then they will not read it. And we don't get credit for that as authors if it just sits in your library. So right now it's not available for KDP on the Kindle Unlimited. It does have a cost. I would prefer if you purchase it and start working into it, because things that are free are not taken as serious versus those that people pay for. And you all know that just from personal experience. All of the books are going to be available in ebook now on Amazon, so that you can go ahead and grab those. Go over to Amazon, type in China T or Divorce Not Desperate or whatever the book title is. If you think the paperback took too long, don't worry about it. You can just go over here and grab the ebook and start getting into it today. All right, now let's get into some truth. When we were younger, somebody told us that words don't hurt. That's what they said. But the way some folks talk to you, babe, that was violence with a soft voice. That was verbal abuse. Somebody, maybe a parent, a partner, a teacher, maybe somebody you thought was your friend, an old boyfriend, anything. They spoke to you in a way that made you feel less than, unworthy, not good enough, not lovable. And maybe at first you shook it off. You like, whatever. I don't care about that. But after a while, those words, they started sticking to your soul. They started popping up at different places in your life. You started remembering what somebody said. Then you started wondering, well, is it true? Am I too much? Am I really the problem? And the moment you started believing that mess, that's when you started living just like that. Decisions made based on that, because that's a form of trauma. You dimmed your light to make other people feel comfortable. You accepted crumbs thinking you didn't deserve the whole piece of cake. You started performing to avoid criticism. You started conforming to avoid rejection, all because some of the words that you heard were never true in the first place, but because you wasn't in a place of healing, you believed them. And guess what? I'm about to flip that script today, sis. We have to heal that part of you. We have to affirm the greatness in you. When you say affirmations from your chest with everything in you on a consistent basis, it starts to rewire how you think. and rewire your brain. They replace all of that negativity with the power. They drown out those projections that broken people referred onto you. And they remind you of who you are. Turn to day 4 in the 31 days to internal satisfaction. When you were younger, your parents and other adults taught you that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt. Then you learned how untrue that statement was. While you did not know what it was called when another person berated you, it was clearly a form of abuse, something that possibly became normal because you never shut it down. So, you ready for the activity? All right, go sit in that quiet room with no noise, unless it's your meditation music so you can get into deep thought. Close your eyes. You know how we do. Breathe in 5 times. 5, 1,000. See? 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. Fill your gut with air. And then exhale through your nose. Slowly. Get it all out. Once it's all out, repeat 3 times. I am her. I am her. I am her. That's why I say I am her. Not just to sound cute, sis. Not for a caption, but because I know that I am. And I want you to know that too, sis. You are her. When you know that you are her, you stop letting people play with you. You stop settling for craps. You start expecting softness, respect, care, provision, protection. And then you know what? You start receiving what you expect. Now, your activity, again, you're going to write down 18 affirmation statements. You can even use I am her. And then you're going to start saying them the top of the morning, during the middle of the day, and right before bedtime. You're going to flood your mind with your truth and how you feel about you. You're going to be able to do that on a consistent basis, and this is how you get started. Here are some examples. I am enough as I am. I am worthy of love. I am not who they said I was. I am her. I will not perform for approval or love. I am allowed to rest, receive, and require. All of those are affirmations that you want to say to yourself on a consistent basis so you start with believing and knowing your worth and shut out all that other garbage you heard. Don't forget your journal prompt. That's why you need your copy of 31 Days to the Internal Satisfaction. You can get this in ebook. I want to tell you, this is available in ebook as well on Amazon. If you don't have it, go get the ebook and you can start going from there. We're not running from this pain no more, sis. We're meaning to face it first. We're going to heal through it, and we're going to walk out on the other side of this unscathed, okay? That's us. That's what we're doing. I will see you tomorrow, sis. Stay powerful and stay her. Coming soon is Sis You're Toxic. I wouldn't date you either. In ebook and paperback form. Get ready to get your copy, and let's clean your dating habits up.